This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
Knockem Dead. Knockem Dead. Comedy show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live from Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts, live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown, where there's a lot of work going on. There's all sorts of stuff going on in the hallway. I think they have finally started work on the little room, I believe, because they're expanding the little room. They're making it bigger, going to fit I think
2 more people.
So, a lot of stuff going on out here. Very exciting stuff. The legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, the brokerage in Belmore, and, of course, McGuire's out in Bohemia. 3 great clubs, whole bunch of great stages, all great comedy shows. Go to govs.com and check out the schedule and make your reservations today. And don't forget to... It's not there. The phone line's not open today?
Tuesday. We have trivia.
All right. But we can still throw the social media thing on there, right? Well, hit the arrow. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There it is.
I don't see it. Really?
Right below me.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Right there. Please like and share our shows. Sharing the shows is the most important thing. But hit that thumbs up icon on YouTube, because that's where we're interacting with you guys on YouTube. And please copy and share the show to all Please copy and share the show to all your social media pages. And tell everybody you know. When you're having a conversation with somebody, you're ordering a meal at the drive-thru. You say, "Can I have
drive-thru?"
Yeah. Can I have 2 burgers, or can I have a donut, or whatever drive-thru you're going through, and then say, "Oh, by the way, there's this great video podcast at a Governor's Comedy Club. Go to Gov's Comedy Club podcasts and watch all the great shows they have there."
You've like Monday mouth.
I do have Monday mouth, but it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday trivia coming at you soon. And last but not least, if you would like to do a podcast, you ever thought about doing a podcast? Well, why not do a podcast from a legendary and reputable comedy club like Governors in Levittown, the first comedy club on Long Island, maybe in the whole state. I'm not sure.
Whole country, the
Maybe.
whole world.
1981 is when Governors opened. So you like to start your own podcast? Check out the studio we have here at Governors.
Hey, Jeff Bosey.
Check out the studio we have here.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
We did.
We did. Yeah, I'm going to change this a little bit if you don't mind. It's a little, all right, I'll just do it.
Here we are. Look at this great studio with a nice rug and all sorts of microphones and cameras and monitors and Zoom capability and phone lines so people can call in and graphics and all sorts of cool stuff. So contact us here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Contact us through our Facebook page, and we'll hook you up.
Facebook.
We'll hook you up with a fun podcast at a good price. At a good price. All right. So, Tuesday trivia, as I said, coming at you soon. You all right?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. What do you got?
All right. I got my daily gripe with you.
Oh, my goodness. What?
We
All
never-
right. I was actually thinking yesterday you did have a point about me headbutting you and kicking you in the balls at the same moment when I was just trying to show some loving.
I'm glad it wasn't a point. Otherwise, you would have.
I thought you whined about it a little bit long, but you did have, a good point that I should not headbutt you and kick you in the balls.
Fremder says he can see the cobwebs in the corner from that camera angle. No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't.
No.
Well, he's talking about from what? From
Yeah.
what? Yeah, what corner? What corner there, hot shot? I'll have you know, Sallie busts her ass in here. She cleans in here quite often. And we wipe things down, and we have HEPA filters, and that's a HEPA filter. What's that other thing called?
That's a couch.
Next to that couch.
Oh. That's a HEPA filter.
Oh, so what's that thing over there?
Oh, they're both.
Oh, they're both HEPA
Air
filters?
sanitizer.
Air purifiers,
Yeah.
sanitizer things.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a HEPA filter.
If you have asthma,
That's a
it's the
sanitizer.
place to be.
It's the place to be. Hello, Kirsten. My gripe with you today,
Sweet Jesus.
which we didn't really talk about too much last night. I
Yeah,
did mention it.
sometimes the things that you want to complain the most about, you keep secret till we get here, and then you have that look on your face like this is going to be great.
Yeah, that's the best part because
I'm going to torture you. All right, let's hear it.
this movie. So, Sally's been bugging me to watch a movie which is corny as shit.
Yeah.
What the health?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's
Get
one
it?
of those
Health?
documentaries.
What the hell?
You can watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix, and this is one of the the how to eat healthy.
So yeah, she's been on me to watch
It's
this.
only an hour and a half.
So, but I thought she started watching it herself. So she's been on me to watch it. I thought she was joking. So last night, I said, actually, we talked about it on the show yesterday. I said I wanted to watch that series on Apple TV with Jennifer Aniston and Steve Carell and Reese Witherspoon.
And you said you would find it on your own.
And I did.
You did.
So last night, Sallie was working here last night for Steve Squared. She came home, and I said, I got that show. I downloaded it. Let's watch it. And she said, after we watch that movie. I was like, what movie?
It was actually funnier than that. I go, oh, you mean after the movie? And you're like, what movie? I'm like, the movie about food. He was like,
well, at first I was like, nah, we have time for that. Let's watch this show first. She's like, no.
No, I didn't see that. You said we could watch that, another day. I go, another day meaning like tomorrow? Because that would have been fine with me too.
And I said,
I was just screwing with you.
And I was like, no, not tomorrow, another day. No, now we have to watch the movie first. I was like, no, we don't. No.
Did not.
So, yeah, you did,
You just
actually.
said, all right, let's just get this over with.
No.
Where.
Well, eventually, yes. But
That's
first,
exactly what you
no,
said.
first I said, wait a minute. I said, are you messing with me? She said, no, we have to watch it. And I was like, really? Seriously? You really want me to watch this?
Yeah.
They heard it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, son of a bitch. And that's when I said, fine. Let's get this over with. Let's get the, and it's only an hour and a half. And I said to her, I go, yeah, 80 minutes too long.
He did say that. He's a lot of fun.
Just the title itself makes me angry.
What the hell?
What the hell? See what I did there? And the movie had several corny moments like that.
Yeah. But it was informative.
Produced by Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Walking on Sunshine. Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, the host, his name is Kip. He looks like a surfer dude.
Yeah, he's a little much.
Ugh. So he's talking to all these people, and they show him. Obviously, he's got a rich daddy or something, because all they do is show him in his nice,
I don't know
fancy.
how they're all dead. He started this because all his family members died.
Well, true, but somebody left him money because he's sitting in his big beautiful apartment doing all of his research. Nobody else can do the research this guy can do. And he's able to travel to New York, to Indiana,
There's
to
a lot
Kansas.
of anger here for someone who's just trying to make your life better.
This guy got paid by.
He's a movie producer. He's someone
He's a movie producer.
who's putting together a documentary. You didn't do this when Super Size Me guy did this thing. You weren't all like bitter and angry about it.
Yeah, you were bitter and angry about Super Size Me when I mentioned that to you last night.
Because it's different information. I said it's
Absolutely.
not the same information.
And I'm not arguing
I said
that.
this film is more informative than, hey, don't eat too much at McDonald's.
But
I love that movie. I thought it was very well done.
I like that movie too.
Yeah, I like him. What's his name? It's a weird name.
Morgan Spurlock.
Yeah, I like him.
But even him, he rode that wave way too far because he tried to make another movie. Then he tried to make a series out of it. He went too far, and now you don't hear from the guy ever again. His wife left him, that cute blonde that was in the movie with him.
She was really cute.
Yeah, they were married. She ended up leaving him. But that movie, yeah, he was just explaining how unhealthy McDonald's was, but he didn't then turn around and say, so eat this instead. And that's what this movie was. This guy was paid off by farmers or somebody. Somebody paid this guy off because it was all meat's bad for you, milk is bad for you, cheese is the worst, chicken is bad, fish is bad, you're all going to die unless you eat only plants. That's the whole movie. Summed it up.
Tulips? What kind of plants?
Tulips are good.
Okay. It's surprising that that's what you got from it.
Because
the whole documentary was how Congress is paid off by the dairy people to put laws through. Doctors are, pharmaceuticals are, the meat industry is on the Diabetes and Heart Association. They're sponsors for the Heart Association, so no doctors feel restrained talking about them because that's where they're getting their money from.
Yeah, but
that was the point of the movie. It wasn't him trying to get something.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the point of the movie.
That was the point of the movie.
The point of the movie was to scare you, to tell you that every food you're eating is bad for you. They even went so far as to say that sugar does not cause diabetes, which made my day. because
Yeah.
I'm eating 8 candy bars this afternoon.
I just felt like I was giving you bad information, and this movie gave you the correct information, and it would do a better job because I felt like I led you wrong.
You led me wrong,
Like when you
Sallie.
were trying to like lower your sugar and stuff, I was like, oh, eat more meat, and apparently that was wrong.
You're just trying to kill me.
So I was trying to make up for the fact that I was giving you bad information.
You're like the wife in The Sixth Sense, feeding the kid bad stuff.
Oh, that wife. I thought you meant the
The main woman.
yeah. I'm like, what did she do?
You're
no.
poisoning me. You're trying to kill me so you can get my millions.
Yeah, so I just thought it would be
She
the
didn't deny it.
easiest way. Like I watched the movie myself, and I'm like, I've been giving bad information out. So I was like, how do I rectify the fact that I was trying to kill you? So
No, so, all right.
I just wanted you I figured within an hour and a half, all of my like bad information, whatever you wanted to do with it, at least I was kind of like off the hook. Sorry I gave you bad information. This is...
So that's why
So
you wanted to
watch
watch
this.
the movie, for your own selfish reasons.
I wouldn't be able to explain it the way they did, so I just...
All right, you know I'm messing with you. But, all right, so in all seriousness, I'm busting your chops. And, of course, all the stuff he said about the American Cancer Association and the diabetes and, like, that stuff you knew already. At
I
least
didn't know. I thought...
you didn't know those organizations were in the government's pockets?
No, well, I guess theoretically, but I didn't know that the more meat you eat, the worse your diabetes gets. I did not know that at all.
Well, all right, so...
I thought it was opposite, and that's what it said in the documentary. It's like most people think that, but that's because you're fed advertisements and you're given this information that just isn't true. So you know, the meat industry can make more money, and so I felt stupid. And and it's funny too because I know better. Like I know better. You know, because years ago, I had a moment in time when I was vegan, and I completely felt different. Like my eyesight was good. It sounds like really weird that your eyesight would change, but it did.
No, that makes sense to me.
Within like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm like, well, I can see leaves on trees. You know, like it was a way to go. And then, and I did that because I wanted to get all healthy to start a family and be pregnant. And so when I was pregnant, I went to the doctor, and I was like young, so he's like, oh,
Whoa. You went to the doctor and what?
and the information that he gave me was like, you need to drink milk, you need to.
I thought you
eat
said I went to the
this.
doctor and I was yelling.
No, I was
What
like,
did you say?
like younger, like I just
Younger?
young.
I thought you said yelling. I was like, what are you yelling about?
So I just was like, oh, here's a doctor. Oh, I guess I need to eat this, this, and this, and this, which is, I didn't feel good anymore. Like when I went from like being vegan to back to what the pregnant diet is, I didn't feel as good. But I listened to it because I don't want to like screw my baby up. I know like a doctor gives you information. You don't want to like mess anything up. But in retrospect, I should have just maybe gone to like a nutritionist or something for pregnancy. But I don't know. I messed up my diet by like eating all this junk that I shouldn't have been eating.
And
So my point is that I knew better. Like I knew that I felt so much better
Right,
on
but
that.
then-
And then like years later when I hear things like, oh, you should be eating meat for diabetes, I just bought it because I guess I'm influenced by
But what
media.
happened after you got pregnant? After you had the baby? So you didn't go back to it?
I didn't go back to it for like no, I didn't go back to it.
So, all right. So in all seriousness, though, the movie was informational. I didn't really like it too much because I didn't like the host. He annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Kip,
Yeah.
with his man bun. Kip. But this movie did scare the hell out of me because basically it did say everything you eat is bad for you, unless just eat
No,
plants.
you're actually not so bad.
That's right.
You really, I mean, people make fun of your diet all the time, and I'll say I stick up for you all the time
Yes, you
because
do.
I'm like, if you, really, you're sitting there drinking a soda,
Yeah.
or and eating a sandwich with mayonnaise and all
Yeah.
this like crap on it. He doesn't do that. Like you have a really healthy diet. You're basically there because you've already cut out, a crazy amount of sugar. So you actually have a healthier diet probably than most people I know.
All right, just real quick, I'm just going to read some comments.
Yeah.
Fremder, where was the air filter when I was in the studio polluting the air with my terrible humor? We had them in here and they were on because you smell. No, I'm kidding. Joan says hello. Linda says, just saying good morning, guys. Well, good morning to you, Linda. Carol Robbie Miner is watching. Hello, Carol.
I love Carol.
Beansy says hi to everybody. Jeff Posey, by the way, I love your interview with DJ D Love yesterday. He's comparing Mark White to DJ D Love. Did you see the picture, guys? I don't know. For those of you who are personal friends with on Facebook, Mark White posted a big black and white picture of himself, and then it's cut in the middle. So it's him on one side, and the other side is just a black square. But then right in the middle it just says, shh. God, that was cracking me up yesterday. So I'm watching this movie.
Yeah, you.
And I get it.
A bit.
And I get it.
I felt bad for you.
I get it. Plant-based foods are, of course, are better. This isn't anything everybody knows that already. But they really pushed it, and they even went so far as to say that there is nothing that you're getting from other foods that you can't get from plant-based foods.
Well, that is true.
And and there's graphics and stuff, and there's cartoons and whatnot. Animation that's showing, your arteries getting clogged and the fatty tissue and how everything is, and your heart valves are getting pushed.
A documentary, yeah.
So I'm watching this thing, and I swear to God, I felt the diabetes just like oozing through my veins, and I felt like my chest was getting heavy, and I was like, because they're talking about, it's a miracle you don't have a heart attack by 39 at the way you all eat. And I'm like, so I'm watching this, and I feel like my whole body is changing.
I wasn't even
and
making eye contact with you because I was like, avert your eyes, Sally, because he's having a really hard time.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like looking for, and now let me tell you, and we've touched upon this before. This is a house with, especially when you're watching TV, a million distractions. There's a dog barking. There's a son walking around constantly wanting to pause the movie to talk about his third hair on the left side. There's people making noise in the kitchen. There's people asking questions about stuff that, doesn't have any meanings. So you watch any movie, like a 90-minute to 2-hour movie, usually takes about 5 hours.
Yeah, if you're someone who has to watch a movie from beginning to end and not pause it, our house is
This is not the house.
It's not the house.
So I'm watching this thing, and again, I'm feeling my body, like, I'm feeling my life dying as I'm watching this movie. And I'm like,
is that a pain in my left arm?
and I'm telepathically sending messages to the boys. Please interrupt us. Please come in here with something stupid.
No one did.
No one did.
You were even like looking over in the kitchen a while. Is that what you were
that's
doing?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I'm like, why does he keep looking at the kitchen? Because you had that like help me look.
Or even Kevin came in at one point to make a sandwich or whatever he was doing. So I'm looking over. I'm like, maybe he'll come in and say something. And I'm looking. And what happens? She pauses the movie because he's making too much noise.
Yeah. I don't want you to miss anything. Yeah. You're welcome.
I was like, oh my goodness, this was something else, this movie. And of course, they're talking, Kip is talking to this one woman who has breathing problems. She's on 16 medications. He talks to some other woman who's only 61, but she looks like she's 70, and she's got a walker, and she's got 1,800 medications. And then there's another guy who's got bad diabetes. He takes insulin. He takes this medication. He's this. He's that. All three, and of course they all look miserable, and they're in bad clothes, and they're pale. And, they all claim to go on a plant-based diet for 2 weeks. Now the lady with the breathing problem is all, and she's got makeup on, and she's strolling down the street. And the woman with the walker doesn't need the walker anymore, and she's dressed nice. And the guy, who has diabetes, he lost 10 pounds, and he doesn't need most of his medications anymore. And they're all, I'm like,
why is that a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just, it was very fake.
It wasn't fake at all. Like I saw that, like Oprah used to have, Dr. Oz got started on Oprah.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, but like when he'd be on like once a month or something. And that's what he ended up doing. Like at first he would come in and explain like just regular heart stuff and whatever. And then he would pick a person, and he'd put them on a vegan diet, and that's what happened. Like they had to be monitored because they didn't need their medication anymore, but they were still taking the medication and they were having like problems. Like you had to like wean off your medication as you're eating healthier. And,
I get
and
all
it
that.
didn't take anything more than 2 weeks. It wasn't fake at all.
I'm not disputing that.
Because it really wasn't fake. Because I've seen that a lot.
No, I know that's
Okay.
true, but
Okay.
this almost seemed to me like a bad before and after weight loss commercial. It was forced. That's what I mean by fake. I'm not saying the information is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, personally, I bet you these were actors. This lady with the breathing problem, she didn't appear to lose weight to me. She looked exactly the same, in my opinion.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, but she, but that's what I mean. She's all pale and dressed bad, and then then when you see her 2 weeks later, she's got all of a sudden she has these new clothes and full makeup, and it just seemed like it just was too over the top for me,
Okay.
and that's what I meant by fake. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
think
the
they were
information's
actors, though, but
and why not?
I don't know. We could look it up if you want.
Oh, Carol Miner's asking what the name of the movie is. It's called What the Hell? And he even does that in the movie at one point. He goes, "What the hell?"
It's kind of like Food Inc., only more about your
Corny.
health, like about like what, because Food Inc. is about the GMOs and Monsanto and
We're
like
not talking about Debbie Does Dallas.
like what
Not yet.
what happens to the the animals and stuff. Whereas like this is more what bad eating will do to your body.
Fremder says, "At least she didn't make you watch The Notebook." I'd watch The Notebook because what's her name is looks great in that movie, and they have sex in that movie.
It's not a bad movie. I like The Notebook.
It was all right. I watched it. I've seen it once. That's enough.
And who plays the older guy, Rockford Files.
Yeah, James Garner.
Love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And now he's dead.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was just a corny movie, and again, just that title. The title alone makes you want to smack Kip right in the face.
Yeah.
What are they doing over there? James just put a picture up on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, they're redoing the little room. They're expanding it, and they're cleaning out rooms here in the hallway. People are working and moving and shaking. There's a lot going on here today.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I just had to have you watch it just because I felt bad. And I did the same thing. Like I said, like here I have all this information in my head. And when I panic about people's health, instead of, believing in regular medical studies instead of advertisers, I freak. I get worried.
right,
For
so-
example, like when Cindy got cancer, my first thing was, I got to get like food in her. Like I got to like bake her chicken. I got to do that. Whereas like now I feel awful because all the stuff I was like trying to feed her.
According
is
to this
not what
movie,
she-
chicken and cheese were the worst.
This is just
Were the worst things that you could eat. The worst
Yeah.
things you can have. But let me ask you this though. But what makes you?
I don't believe in myself.
What makes this movie so credible? Like did you? And I hated.
Other than the fact that I didn't know that meat wasn't great for diabetes. Everything in it I'd already read 1 billion times over. So I don't think it's bad information.
You think he's hanging a picture of us?
I hope so.
Remember we did that once as a joke?
Yeah, they got mad at us.
Yeah, they have like a wall of fame here, a hallway leading into the club, and they have all these pictures of people who've played here, like the bigger names: Drew Carey, Eddie Murphy, Billy Crystal, Howard Stern. Like I can go on, all sorts of names. So we were only here for maybe not even a year, and we took framed pictures of us, and we hung them up.
We started because it was
in
like
that hallway.
one comedian who we were like, "How are you not up here?"
It was Gage. It was
Tim
Tim Gage.
Gage.
And we did. We put one of him
So
up
it
too.
started with that. We're like, let's put Tim Gage, but it was just to be funny.
Yeah, we were just joking
And then they were
around,
like,
but-
"Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, "We were just kidding."
Yeah,
around.
they didn't really see the humor in
I'm
it.
like, it's a comedy place, people. We didn't expect you to keep a picture of me up there.
Yeah, we just wanted them to see it, and then we were going to take it down. But yeah, they.
Which I guess is even funnier that they thought we were serious about it. Like, oh, good thing I'm on the wall of fame of governors. How are we going to tell Sallie she doesn't belong there? I don't know. I guess that is funnier.
Sallie, we have to talk to you. Yeah, and I didn't like how this guy, he said it several times. I dug deeper. I did the research. Like he's some kind of,
Detective.
all-star PI or something
Yeah.
that only he was able to find out this information.
Yeah, I'll give you he's annoying.
Oh,
There's
my
nothing
God,
not
he was
annoying
annoying.
about that guy. But
Ugh.
I do think it was good information, and it's just something you have to hear, and whatever you do with it, you do with it.
We also have been watching, which this all right, so that's the thing too. So I said to Sallie when the movie was over, I said, how many movies have I made you watch? None. I all the time, of course,
Well,
I
I
request
screwed
this
up.
one.
I had to have you watch it.
What do you mean you screwed? Oh,
I screwed up.
no, you didn't screw up.
Yeah, I was damaging you.
Damaging me with that movie
Yeah.
and some other movies you've made me watch. I mean, there are times she'll just turn a movie on. Doesn't even say, what do you
Well,
think?
I'll
What'd you-"
find out you didn't see a certain movie, and there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah,
you
and
can
how
go
many of
through
them
life.
suck balls?
None of them, according to me,
No, there's been a few where even you were like,
that I'd seen already.
I don't know.
Well, sometimes
don't
we'll
listen.
watch a movie. I'm like, I don't know why I thought he'd like this, but I liked it.
Andrew Fremder, Mark White is DJ D. Love is Mookie Wilson. At least, I read that already about the Notebook. Beansy says the Notebook sucked the big one. Just watch what you want on a separate TV, says Kirsten.
No,
No.
we have to sit next to each other and hold hands.
Worst movie ever is movie 43. If you never saw it, congratulations. That's from Johnny Lambros. Never heard of it.
43.
The Notebook was a good movie, says Fremder, but I forgot how it ended.
That was a good one.
Beansy's asking, where is DJ D Love? Yeah, he wasn't. Was he watching yesterday? Maybe he was. He said he sent me a message, something about going to a movie. I don't remember if he was talking about yesterday or today. Actually, I think he was talking about yesterday. He went to see a movie. I forget what movie he saw. Oh, he said he saw Scream. Did they remake Scream or something? So I'm thinking to
Yeah.
myself,
I don't like
this
any
is
of
an
those
old
movies.
movie. Yeah, they were kind of stupid. But,
Yeah.
but they put out a new one.
Yeah, I think there's another one.
Oh,
out.
I didn't even know that. So yeah, so it was yesterday. He messaged me. Did you miss me? I saw Scream. It was awesome. But maybe he's seen Scream 2 today. Fremder, Gilbert Gottfried is always hanging out in the hallway. I don't get why he never wants to come in and hang out. Yeah, somebody's paying attention. Yeah, his picture Gottfried and Joey Cola right across from the doors there. But hey, James just put up a couple of pictures, and I can't tell from here what they are. Probably a picture
Anyway.
of Graz. Definitely not a picture of us. So I'm gonna have to start making Sallie watch stuff because that's what she does to me. I even said that to her last night. I said, "So it's my turn now to make you watch a movie. Maybe I'll put on a movie of lesbians.
Make you watch it.
I'll make you watch The L Word."
Love?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of loving in that show. They tried to bring that back too, and it didn't go anywhere. We've also been watching Afterlife. Now that's a show I don't mind watching.
Yeah. Ricky
Gervais. And I say it every time we talk about the show, the girl who plays the wife, Kerry Godliman, that's her name, Kerry Godliman, on our show.
Yeah.
We had a nice interview with her.
She's a great stand-up comedian, too.
Yes, she
She's
is.
really funny.
And fantastic on this show.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch it, we're talking about the woman that plays the wife who is now deceased. That's what the show's about if you haven't seen it. Ricky Gervais is a widower. And he's just having a hard time carrying on without his wife.
Like you would without me.
Like I would without you for a day or two. It's actually a very funny show, but of course, a lot of nice moments. Definitely for Ricky Gervais, probably the most dramatic thing he's done that I've seen anyway. That I know,
Yeah, and he wrote it.
especially this season. This season is short. There's only 6 episodes.
6 episodes in one season. That's ridiculous.
We've watched
There should be remember there used to be 12?
20. Well, there was 23 at one
Yeah.
time. We watched 5 out of 6 so far, and it's definitely out of the 3 seasons. It's definitely the most depressing. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a depressing
it is.
topic, but
It is.
but it's but it's still good. But it's definitely
But
depressing.
Cobra Kai was 8 episodes. There's
Oh, was it? Yeah.
I don't understand this 6 stuff, but
Yeah, they're getting shorter and shorter.
oh, you're done? I was like, oh, trivia.
Oh, you want to start trivia?
Sure, whatever you want.
I had
Yeah, do more.
do
I
more.
just forgot.
All right, yeah, I got two things, and I'll. So, in Washington, the chief executives of major U.S. passenger and cargo carriers on yesterday, warned of an impending catastrophic aviation crisis in less than 36 hours.
Washington, D.C. or Washington?
Probably D.C.
Okay.
I don't know. It just says Washington. But they're warning of an impending catastrophic aviation crisis in less than 36 hours. Why do you ask?
Why?
Because tomorrow is when AT&T and Verizon deploy their new 5G service. The 5G service could render a significant number of wide-body aircraft unusable. Could potentially strand tens of thousands of American overseas and cause chaos for U.S. flights because the signal is going to mess up the aviation, the FAA. Unless our major hubs are clear to fly, the vast majority of the traveling and shipping public will essentially be grounded. The FAA has warned that potential interference could affect sensitive airplane instruments such as altimeters, and significantly hamper low visibility operations. This is just the most insane thing to me. UPS has gotten into it, said, yes, to be blunt, the nation's commerce will grind to a halt.
Is like, Y2K or something? Like they just imagine, or it's really going to do it?
They're claiming it's going to happen.
Okay.
Y2K was going to be like the end of the world or some shit, but this is just the airlines. And of course, AT&T and Verizon denied the comment. And they originally wanted to start the 5G, I think it was January 3rd. But, because out of the niceness of their hearts, they said, all right, we'll wait 2 weeks, and that'll give you, the FAA and the airlines, that'll give you time to figure out what to do.
Okay.
It's like, gee, thanks for those 2 weeks. United Airlines yesterday warned that this issue could affect more than 15,000 of their flights. That's just United Airlines alone. 1.25 million passengers and snarl tons of cargo annually. And that's what it says there, snarl tons. It actually says snarl tons. So, I don't know. The airlines are saying that wherever 5G is implemented, it's got to stay away from any airlines for a 2-mile radius. To me, I just can't believe. Again, we're talking about like in this movie how certain companies are just buying out the Diabetes Association and Cancer Society of America. Here too. Do we really need 5G that bad?
Yeah, I don't think you can stop progress. I think you have to fix things as you go. You can't stop progress.
You
should be like, oh, I have this new, better way of making things faster, but we're not going to use it because planes are in the air.
Planes are in the air. People are traveling. We're talking millions of thousands of flights and millions of people, not to mention commerce and trade and cargo.
Or maybe it won't. Maybe it won't be affected.
I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous.
It's kind of like when you can't use your cell phone on the airplane because it'll mess things up. Whereas Darren is a good friend of ours. He's like, I don't know what they're talking about. He's a commercial airline pilot, and he sits with his iPad the whole entire time and on his phone. He's like, yeah, it doesn't do what they think it does. I'm like,
really?
okay.
He told you that?
Yeah.
We need to get him in here.
Yeah, he's like, they just never changed the rule. And it's the same thing with I remember I used to work at in Children's Hospital years ago, and when the more updated cell phones are like, oh, you can't use a cell phone in a hospital and mess up the equipment. I'm like, that was analog. That was like phones 5 years ago. I can. No, you can't. But I can. I'm not going to mess anything up.
I don't like it. I don't
So
think
you
we
don't
need
know.
it. message Darren. Tell him ask him if he'll Zoom with us on Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then the last thing I had before we get to trivia. There's a man named William Cronin. In April of 2014, he was having lunch at a Cracker Barrel in Marion County. I don't have a state. Do you know where Marion County is by any chance?
No.
Any of you guys know where Marion County is?
Maybe California.
He took a sip. He ordered some water. Took a sip, only to immediately realize that it was not ice water, but some chemical that caused a burning sensation in his mouth and his esophagus.
He drank bleach.
It turned out this man had been served Echo San.
Echo Sand? S-A-N-D?
No, S-A-N.
Okay.
Echo, E-C-O dash San. S-A-N. It was being used as a cleaner in the kitchen area. It's a corrosive chemical, and it caused permanent and serious internal injury to this man. It is now 2022. This man is still suffering from symptoms, including injuries to his mouth and esophagus. And he is still incurring. He still has medical expenses. So this went to trial. This man sued Cracker Barrel, went to trial. This is how heartless Cracker Barrel is. That they couldn't just give this man a good amount of money. Mm-hmm. No, they fought it.
Yeah, they have insurance.
Went to
Why
trial.
not?
The jury returned. The jury went and deliberated. They came back after 30 minutes, one of the fastest verdicts ever, and awarded damages of $4.3 million. Then they had to go back to deliberate the punitive damages. That took 10 minutes. They came back, gave him another $5 million.
Okay.
So at a total of 40 minutes of deliberation, they gave this guy $9.3 million. Cracker Barrel said they're disappointed with this award. While we have a great respect for the legal process, we are obviously disappointed by and strongly disagree with the jury's award in this case, which involved an unfortunate and isolated incident that occurred at one of our stores 8 years ago. Although we are considering our options with respect to this verdict, we are glad this matter is behind us so we can better focus on caring for our guests and employees around the country. I am never setting my foot in a Cracker Barrel again.
Your lonely foot.
That's what they have to say about this. They only care about their $9.4 million, which I'm sorry, but I'm sure they don't even feel that. Like you said, they have insurance. They have money set aside for this kind of thing.
And the poor guy had to go through this for 8
Exactly.
years.
They don't say a word about this poor man. They just point out, oh, this happened 8 years ago. And he's still bitching. So sorry this man's injuries that you guys caused. So sorry that it's been bugging you for 8 years.
Yeah.
You guys get to go home just fine without any injuries and medical expenses.
Right.
This poor bastard.
Well, not anymore.
They should give him $9.4 million a year. Sons of bitches. I never really liked that place anyway to begin with. I didn't think their food was all that good.
No. I like their soup.
I like their soup.
Mm-hmm.
And fortunately, we don't really have them around here, do we?
No, I had one in Hingham.
So, so screw them. And I'm good for this guy. I'm happy for him. Let's see. Let's just read some comments, and then we'll get going with trivia. Carol says she loved Afterlife, but this season made me sad. Yeah. This season's definitely more serious than the other ones. Saying it affects the right. So Carol's agreeing that affects the altimeter on a plane. Oh, there's DJ D Love. Good morning, pal. Oh, Marion County is in Georgia. Thank you, Jeff Posey.
Thanks, Jeff.
And then DJ says, good morning, loser Jeff. Cracker Barrel is disgusting, says Andy Pajanos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not big on it.
I think I sat down once to eat. I think it's like in the store that was sorry, in the town I lived in. It was more like kids rode their bike there and got candy, and it was like more of like
At Cracker Barrel?
it was like a hangout place. Yeah, the beginning part.
Thank God you moved out of there. Where do you guys hang out? Cracker Barrel.
Well, you weren't allowed to have fast food restaurants in there. They didn't have a lot of choices.
Well,
they have
you
like
still
little
need a
ice
cool
cream
place to hang
places.
out.
They had little ice cream places.
Is that what the
and
teenagers
Cracker
say?
Barrel.
Hey, you want to do CB tonight?
Want to go get a malt?
Get a malt. DJ D Love loves the Cracker Barrel. Where do you go for one? Is there one near you here on Long Island, or do you just go when you're visiting your hubby when you're traveling out of state? I don't know, whatever. All right. So it is time, ladies and gentlemen. We hold in our hands this week's Tuesday trivia. The way this works, if you're new to it, Sallie and I are going to take turns asking each other some trivia questions, asking you these questions. They're just random trivia questions, no theme, no nothing. Just random trivia questions. We do not know each other's questions. We're going to try and stump each other. We're trying to stump you guys. So please, in the comments below or next to you, wherever they are, please throw in your answers to our trivia questions. We do not give out the answer. We ask all the questions first. Then we go back to the beginning, ask the questions again. We read your answers. We go over each other's answers, and then give out the real answer. And then we just make fun of you guys and each other, and that's the whole point of this, just to make fun of you guys. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. Just for fun and bragging rights. Carol Roby Minor, I will never eat at a Cracker Barrel after my girlfriend's daughter worked in the kitchen for one, and what I heard they add to the food. Yeah. So one what? It just
like,
says
what do
one.
They add?
Is it 1 day, 1 year? Whatever. So so her girlfriend's daughter worked there for a while and then told her what they put in the food. Yeah, give us one thing. Give us one yucky thing they put in the food.
Spiders.
Spiders?
I don't know.
All right, question number 1, Sallie O'Neill.
What country invented lacrosse?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
And I have no idea why I picked
Chops and applesauce.
ENCRATY. ENCRATY. Encrady? Encrady? Encrady?
ENCR.
ATY.
Encrady? Encrady?
Encrady. Sounds like a name. I'm going to go see my Aunt Cratty. What does it mean? I can't pronounce it, but what does it mean?
I don't know why would you want this to move?
Yeah, well,
I never understood that.
in case you're changing positions,
Stupid. Encrady.
What does it mean?
Inside something.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, it's multiple choice.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Yay.
Someone who has bad allergies. Someone who has self-restraint, like abstinence. Someone.
Like
what?
Someone who has self-restraint.
Self-restraint. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone who has bad allergies. Someone who has self-restraint, like abstinence, or someone who has trouble understanding what he or she is told.
I'm going to go with C, understanding what's being told.
What? Okay.
New York is in the is one of the top snowiest states.
Okay. True.
What are the 4 top snowiest states in America? The top 4.
Maine, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota.
And I have the 10, so I'll read them later.
Oh,
Like in order.
10. I thought you said
No,
5.
just do 4. The first 4. The top 4.
I don't. Yeah, all right. I'll stick with that, but I bet you at least 2 of those are wrong. All right. The TV space alien Alf. Where is he from? Not a multiple choice question, because once you hear it, you will say, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Utah.
He's from Utah.
Yeah.
Alf,
I don't remember.
the alien.
I never really watched it.
I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world. So I think I watched maybe 1 episode, but I still remember where he's from.
I don't know. Like, I think I probably saw the show once.
You don't want to just say something.
Alphatopia.
Alphatopia. I like that.
All right, the Nobel Peace Prize.
True.
It's one of the most prestigious awards in the field of science.
True.
The man behind the award is Alfred Nobel. Like, that's his name.
True.
What did he invent that started it off?
I used to know this. He invented peace.
He invented a prize.
He won a prize in a Cracker Jack box and said, "What a great idea." What did he invent? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. I did. I swear to God. I remember hearing this, and I don't remember what the answer is. And it was something simple, right? Like, not this like big ultra technology.
it would be in your vocabulary.
What year? Do you know how long ago?
Yeah, I think it did say that. I don't know. Did you just sing Jingle Bells?
I did, didn't I? I didn't even realize I did that. Maybe that's what he did. Did he write the song Jingle Bells?
It has to be science.
Has to be science.
Yeah, it's it's the award in the field of science, and he was the first one, and it's just named after him.
He invented glass. I'm going with that.
Sure.
I have no idea. Damn it. What does the F in FBI stand for?
Federal.
Fed you a nice bone. Go ahead. Next question.
What animal can clean its ear with its own tongue?
What animal can clean its ear with its own tongue? Gene Simmons. Mm-hmm. Giraffe. I'm going with giraffe. Which state is called the Silver State?
The Silver State? Like, is it like elderly people, like Florida or something? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. What color, and this is funny, I actually didn't know this. What color are the aircraft black boxes?
Oh, I think they're orange. They're not black.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah, I know.
Why? What? Okay. It's kind of funny.
That's a joke.
What?
That's a
The
joke.
black box.
Like women feel all protected because they're always yelling, "Protect the black box," or something. Or go when a plane goes down. That's the first thing they do is look for the black box, something like that. I'm going to stick with orange, but it's definitely not black. I'm tempted to say blue. All right, screw it. Either orange or blue. Probably both
Like the
wrong.
Mets.
Yeah,
The
Mets
Mets
colors.
box.
The Mets box. Which Hollywood star got her break as Wonder Girl? Wonder Woman's sister, Drusilla.
How long ago? Like the first one years ago?
Yeah, on the TV show.
Like
Yeah.
in the 70s or something?
Yeah. How many? That's the only Wonder Woman TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who played her sister? Too bad they were sisters because they should have been girlfriends. Linda Carter. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's a good-looking woman.
Wow.
Nice body.
But the woman that played her sister is a good-looking woman, too. Great actress. Great actress.
Really?
Yeah.
What color hair?
Well, one of the woman's hair is black.
Yeah. All right. How old is? How old would she be today?
Well, you got to figure this TV show is coming up on 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. She's
70?
She's got to be up there, yeah.
Mm. I'm going to think about it and come back.
What?
Let's do number 6. What is... What is ithiphallophobia?
Say it again.
Ithiphallophobia.
Is this the sex question?
Yeah.
Oh. Ithiphallophobia?
So I-T-H-Y, ithi, phal, P-H-A-L-L, phobia. Ithiphallophobia.
Fear of phallic statues. I am not asking my sex question until you answer the last one.
Until I answer the last one. All right. See, you thinking she's a good actress, that kind of got me.
Oh, Carol says they're so loud outside the studio. Really? You can really hear them that well?
Seriously?
And there's moments where they seem pretty loud, but
I don't see why this mic would pick up a hallway, though.
that's how good our mics are in here. See, that's why you should have a podcast in here, everybody.
And she was sexy, huh? Really pretty.
Yeah.
And she's 70 now.
Got to be around there somewhere. Haven't seen her in a while, I'll tell you that.
Would I know her?
Yes.
Did she do movies?
Yeah.
Well, she did the TV show, but did she do movies or did she stick with TV? Because a lot of times,
Movies.
even back then,
Movies.
they didn't let you flip and flop.
Movies.
All right.
Movies.
Who's 70?
Movies. Movies. Movies.
I'm just gonna punch you right in the face.
Somebody's got to say something as you're sitting there.
I'm thinking.
Name anybody.
All right. I can't. I'm going blank. I can't even guess. Movies. Gina Davis.
Okay. It's a good guess.
She's probably like 60, though.
All right. OBGYN doctor Eden Fromberg reveals that what can affect a woman's ability to orgasm? Ow.
What
You
can
just kick me.
what can affect everything? A woman's ability to orgasm.
But I'm looking for a particular...
Like if a dog's biting your foot, you're not going to orgasm. I'm going to go with dog biting your foot. If your feet are cold.
All right, I'll help you out a little bit. It does have something to do with the feet, but that's not it. Because you're right. There's a million things. This is a very,
Yeah.
it's a very
Vague
vague
question.
question. So my apologies. So I'll try to help. It has something to do with the foot or feet. Has something to do with your feet.
Huh. And it's not whether the warmth of them?
I think we've touched upon that before on the show, but that's not what I'm looking for here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize how big this question was.
Read the question again.
OBGYN Dr. Eden Fromberg reveals that blank can affect a woman's ability to orgasm.
And it's feet, and it's not warmth of feet.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before. I do believe warm feet enhances things, but that's not the answer I'm looking for here.
Okay.
This is something else.
If you have diabetes in your feet, you can't orgasm. Because of neuropathy that climbs up to your clit. That's my answer. Clitoral neuropathy. Yeah.
All right. Should I find another question? That was too vague. That was a bad question.
People are
Leave it?
answering. Are people answering?
Andy Pajanos is the only one.
What's his answer?
Actually, he has two answers. How hot she thinks Dr. Ethan Fromberg is. It's Eden, actually. Eden. Then he says clean feet. Oh, Kirsten just said if your feet are numb. Yeah, see? Yeah. It's a vague question. I feel bad now.
Don't. It's okay.
All right. So that's it. Let's go back and see what we got. Let's see.
Tell me when you're ready. Should be the lacrosse question.
Yeah, DJ D Love he used to go to Cracker Barrel in Florida. Yes, lacrosse. Go ahead.
What country invented lacrosse?
I said Switzerland. Johnny Lambro said Canada. Kirsten said Sweden. Andy Plagano says Native Americans. DJ also says Canada.
Lambros would be correct.
Lambros was correct. Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Oh, all right, so DJ D Love was correct too.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Carol says, yeah, her friend's daughter worked there one summer. They add animal lard to everything, and she put everything in capital letters. She is a vegan and could eat anything and had to bring her own food.
Yuck.
Holy moly. Animal lard. All right. Okay. So what is Encraty, whatever it's, Encraty? Kirsten's mad at me. She's like, should be a multiple choice. Oh, but it was multiple choice, right? So I did end up reading the multiple choice. Is it abstinence or self-restraint? Is it bad allergies? Is it someone who has trouble understanding what is being said to them? Comedian Johnny Lambros, the control of someone's actions. Andy Plagano, self-something or other. This is self-restraint. DJ D-Love says, I say the same thing. Choice 2, says Kirsten. So that would be abstinence. Joan Asher says C. So that's the one you picked. Bored?
No, I'm cold. I yawn when I'm cold.
Yeah, it is abstinence or self-restraint. You said trouble understanding what someone's being told. But
What'd you
no,
say?
It's abstinence or self-restraint.
Okay. No, it's a good question. New York is in the top 10 snowiest states. What are the top 4 snowiest states in America?
I said Maine, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota.
You got
Johnny Lambros.
absolutely everything wrong.
All of them were wrong? All
Everyone
4?
was wrong.
Son of a... Johnny
Son of a
Lambros.
nutcracker.
Johnny Lambros says Washington, California, Oregon, and Utah.
Yeah, he got it right.
Those are the 4?
Those are the 4.
He cheated. California?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the beauty of California is you can be at the beaches and in the mountains within 2 hours.
Wow. Andy Plagano said Alaska. Oh, yeah, what about Alaska?
I know, right?
Alaska, Idaho, Maine, Minnesota.
Nope, none of them.
Joan Asher, Vermont, Colorado, Alaska. Kirsten, Michigan, Virginia, Colorado, and Maine. Yeah, so no, Johnny Lambros is the only one who got it right.
I'll read them. So, and here's the order. Washington was the number one, was the snowiest state.
Oh, you know, and didn't I say that? Didn't I say I think Washington's in there, but I left it out?
Washington, Oregon, Utah, and California. Then Alaska, New Hampshire, Colorado, Wyoming, New York, Michigan.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised at that order.
Yeah.
Very surprised. TV space alien Alf is from where? Sallie said Alphatopia. Kirsten says Uranus. Plagano says Alf ruled. DJ D Love also says Uranus. And then everybody else got it right. Melmac. The name of the planet was called Melmac.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
If it was a multiple choice, I would have guessed.
That's exactly why I said it's not a multiple choice, because I knew that.
And you should get the answer right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So the Nobel Peace Prize, the man who invented the award, what did he invent?
Yeah, I see it here. Everybody's got it right as soon as I see it. Oh, that was Kenny. TNT, dynamite.
Yep.
Yep. I said glass.
That surprised me. Dynamite.
Yeah.
You know, it's like such a violent thing.
Joan said combat games.
Because it's called the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, why would it be called? Why would you invent dynamite as the Nobel Peace Prize?
Kirsten said the flux capacitor.
What is that on?
What?
What's
that's
the flux?
That's Back to the Future.
Oh, that's right.
Plagano. Oh, that's weird. Andy Plagano. No, it didn't. Andy, I see it. Andy says TNT. My answer disappeared from my feed, but I see it here on mine. It says TNT.
It
It's
exploded right off the screen.
It's right underneath Johnny's dynamite answer. What? Novo Vicer Please Prize? Oh, DJ must be speaking into his phone because it says Novo Vicer Please Price. So I don't know what he was trying to say though. Whoops. Fremder, my favorite channel is MSG, but I can't watch it anymore because it gives me heartburn. All right, the next question. Yeah, everybody knew it was federal. I was giving you a nice, easy one.
What animal can clean its ear with its own tongue?
I said giraffe. Kirsten said anteater. Andy Plagano says this guy. Those are the only answers I see.
You would be correct. 21 inches.
The alligator? The giraffe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I once went to Great Adventure, what do they call it, Animal Kingdom or the Jungle,
The
whatever
animal
it's called.
park.
And there was a bunch of us, and there were a couple of girls in the back, and they thought they'd be funny by leaving the window open.
Oh.
And the giraffe was coming in, and he was coming.
Yeah.
So the girl got nervous. So we were like,
This is how
18.
long ago it
Yeah,
was.
she was
Did
rolling
you
up the
just
window.
do this?
Yes, because it was. I think I was driving my, Chevy Chevette
Pinto.
scooter, or my second car was a Nova. Might have been the Nova, but yeah, she's rolling up the window. I swear to God, there was like this much space, and all of a sudden we just see this big giant tongue, bloop, and she screamed. And he kept his tongue there for a second, so she had to stop rolling the windows. We were just sitting there. Finally takes his tongue out. She finishes. Left a big. I'll never forget it. There was a stain on the Nova on the ceiling of the shape
Almost
of the tongue.
2 feet. That's a pretty long tongue. Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
If that giraffe is missing a leg, forget it. So you'd have giraffes and Sallie chasing after your car at Great
I
Adventure.
think you're going to have to come up with another joke.
Oh, never.
Your
Never.
turn.
Which state is called the Silver State? Sallie said Florida. Kirsten agree with you. And then Joan and Andy Plajanos got it right. Nevada.
Why, I wonder?
Why, I wonder?
No, really, you should.
I have no idea.
No, you don't know.
I don't know.
How do you come up with these questions and then not find out?
Yeah.
why?
What year was the Nobel Prize invention?
1941.
Well, you looked it up since.
No, I'm lying.
Oh.
All right. What color is the black box in an airplane?
I said orange. Kirsten said yellow. Andrew Fremder, I have to go see the doc because I broke my flux capacitor zipping up my fly at 88 miles an hour. Andy Pagano says orange sounds right. Carol Miner says red. The other night I was looking through my telescope and what I thought was a black hole just turned out to be Uranus. DJ D-Love says orange. That's it.
Orange.
I got two right.
You're doing very well today.
How do you like that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I got
Yeah, you are.
two right.
No, you're doing good.
I didn't get a single snowy state right.
No, you got 0 on that.
Right.
That was shocking.
Which future Hollywood star got her break as Wonder Girl, Wonder Woman's sister, Jerusalem? Sallie said Gina Davis. That's actually not too bad. I remember seeing Gina Davis around in the early 80s. Wasn't she in Tootsie? That movie was like 81 or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad guess. Let's see. Andy Pagano's got it right. He's the only one that answered it. Really? None of you guys answered that question?
Well, someone who you think is a good actress that has black hair, that's 70 years old now, that's tough in movies.
Why?
I don't know.
Deborah Winger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was beautiful.
She was sexy as hell in Urban Cowboy.
Terms of
Holy moly.
endearment, even though she was like dying halfway through the movie. Like, just
Officer and
beautiful.
Gentleman.
Her eyes, just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Wow. My brother, when we were kids, he tried to write a parody. He wrote a song called Bourbon Cowboy. I forgot all about that until just now.
All right, so I'm on to the last one. Takes me a while to pronounce it. Ithyphalophobia.
Ithyphalophobia.
Ithyphalophobia. What is it? You weren't that far off.
Really? I
Yeah.
said it's the fear of phallic statues. Fear of a blowbang, says Andy Plajanos. Fremder, I think Alf was deported. DJ D-Love, bothering. What? Oh, blowbang. DJ D-Love is just copying Andy Plajanos' answers. Andy, I think you better yell at DJ on Friday. We have a guest on Friday, by the way. It means how hot she thinks Dr. Eden Froberg is. Carol Miner got Deborah Winger, too. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh, good job, Carol. Because I don't think about her. You know, like, she's not someone who I think about as, like, old-time actresses.
All right, so, yeah, that's the only answer I got there. So what's the answer?
It's the fear of having, seeing, or thinking about an erection. If you have fear of seeing an erection, thinking about an erection, or having an erection.
You definitely don't have that.
No bad things there. Yeah, it's all happy and good.
All right, so my bad question, and I apologize.
It's not so bad.
OBGYN Dr. Eden Fromberg reveals that blank can affect a woman's ability to orgasm. And then I realized how vague that question was, so Sallie pointed it out. So I said it has something to do with the feet.
Clitoral neuropathy.
Andy Bajano says clean feet. Kirsten says if your feet are numb. DJ copied that answer. Clitoral neuropathy was the name of Andrew Fremder's old band. Canada is wrong. It was not a country when lacrosse was invented. You just pissed off Andy Plajanos. So you better do your research, woman. Will Wagner says the Nobel Peace Prize was originally called the Nobel Pieces Prize.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
pretty
Will, I completely agree. I think it's so weird that like you'd call it a peace prize when you're blowing shit up.
Brendan Burt, every girl in my high school had that phallic pathy or whatever.
Who said that?
Brendan Burt. Brendan Burt is our newest friend.
Oh,
he just
nice.
started watching us last
Hey,
week.
Brendan, nice to meet you.
You really did piss off Andy Plajanos.
Why?
Where did you get your snowiest state info with 5 question marks? There is no way California is even in the top 20, he says. Wow. So you pissed him off with 2 questions today. Wow. See that? Take him to watch that movie now. All right. So the answer I was looking for, high heels.
You can't have an orgasm if you're wearing high heels.
I didn't say you can't. I just said it affects a woman's ability to orgasm.
That means that they have difficulty orgasming.
Or maybe an easier time orgasm.
No.
It can affect a woman's ability to orgasm. I didn't say if it was good or bad.
Ability.
Okay, it helps the ability.
You're so wrong.
Especially since many shoe brands design their heels arches to mimic the arch of a woman's pelvis during an orgasm. This causes heels to affect the body's pelvic floor, making it unable to flex further during sex.
So it's a bad thing.
Oh, I see. I thought like it's already there, so it's helping you.
But you want to flex more than the shoe is allowing you.
Oh. Man, I just totally screwed up the sex question this week.
Yeah.
I really do feel like I should find another one. It's only 12:15.
No sex for you this month.
What the?
Can you imagine?
Better just imagine. Kick your ass. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a question quickly that'll save my ass.
Why do you think it's such a bad question?
It's a bad question.
What did you sing?
Let's see.
I can't wait to go to Trader Joe's today.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't been there for a long time.
You're such a nerd.
I know.
Yeah, that's... Speaking of which,
What?
you and I in bed this morning naked. All of a
What?
sudden, you hear how windy the wind is? I wonder if it's... When it flows across a prairie, is it louder? Do people hear it? I'm like, are you
There's
kidding
things
me?
I want to know. I want to know, like, why... Okay, why does wind have sound? Like, does it have it
We
because
were
of its
in
own
bed naked.
current? Like is it independent of like running into a building and that's what's making the sound? Is it hitting trees? Is the wind is that where the sound comes from? Or is it's just wind itself, the current? Things I want to know.
What percentage of women can orgasm through intercourse alone? 50%, 100%, 25%, 75%.
25.
25? Let's see. Correct. What percentage of women never orgasm at all? 15 to 20, 10 to 15, 20, 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
Wrong. 10 to 15.
No, really?
That's what it says. Oh, that we've done already. How many nerve endings does the clitoris have?
Lots.
Yeah, 8,000, 2,500, 97, or 10,000.
A billion.
I'm going with 10,000. Oh, it's wrong. It's 8,000. Oh, how many nerve endings does the head of a penis have?
Not much.
40,000, 8,000, 4,000, or 300. So you're going to go with 300 since that's the least here?
I know it's less than a clit.
All right, 300. Oh, 4,000.
All right. Yeah, it would be more than 300, but not like... I think it's... Because that would be... Right, because isn't it like half as many? Because if there's like 8,000 in a clit, it would be 4,000 in
When does the clitoris stop growing? Age 21?
Never!
Well, that's one of the options. Age 21, age 40, puberty, never.
Never!
Correct.
I'm going to have one big clit by the time I'm 90. Can you imagine how big Betty White's was?
Oh, my God.
See, this is all how it all comes around. If we live long because of the movie that we watched yesterday and we eat better and live long, we'll live a long life with a big clit in bed. See? It's
So
all
you're
good
saying
stuff.
that's why Betty White lived as long as she did? Because she had a big clit?
Yeah. Good for her.
Today's the day, right? Today's the 7th.
Today's her birthday? No, yesterday was her birthday.
Yesterday was her 100th birthday.
Yeah.
You see, her assistant posted the last photo of her.
Oh, was it nice?
Yeah, it seemed nice. She's sitting in a chair smiling.
Good.
It was taken, I think, just a few days before she did have a stroke. That was confirmed. She had
Okay.
a stroke about a week before she died.
All right.
So the picture was taken a few days before the stroke.
Okay.
But her big clit was not in the photo.
All right. Just nice knowing.
Nice knowing she had a big clit.
Yeah. Never.
Wow. All right. Well, there's a weird ending for today's show.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Oh, we have schedule changes we forgot to tell you about. Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni is not on tonight.
It'll be on next Thursday.
Next Thursday, not this week, but the following Thursday. So then what happens after that? Because technically his show should return that following Tuesday, 5 days later. So is he doing that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. And our apologies. Flip Tracks Radio was not on last night.
He was snowed in upstate New York.
Yeah.
And he tried really hard. He couldn't actually start the trip home because they were snowed in. It's not like it was just long traffic. Like once he got on the road, it was fine, but he was just stuck there.
Yeah. And I don't think there's Conversations or Top Fives this week.
Oh no. Okay.
He hasn't been airing them. But he did
But
post.
he's got them.
Well, he's been putting together the next season of Top Five.
Oh, okay.
Which he posted a clip. The season premiere is me.
Oh, that's nice, baby.
Top 5 Saturday morning cartoons. Our generation was fortunate. We're the only ones that have the Saturday morning cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
But that's the bulk of our generation. Before that, there was no TV. After that, every topic you could think of has had its own station. So we're the only ones that got Saturday morning TV, and then maybe an hour or two before school, an hour or two after school.
Yeah.
But it was mostly Saturday morning cartoons. That was the only
I
time
didn't
you
really
could see
do
the
that.
cartoons.
I just got ready for school and went to school. I didn't
Nerd.
do the morning.
Kidding, I went to school as late as possible because I was watching cartoons or doing homework that I forgot about. So Don and I went over our top 5 cartoons. It was fun. It was a fun topic.
I bet.
Don was on. He was on.
God, stop.
Drinks. What?
Stop burping.
I didn't burp. I hiccuped.
The
I burped a minute
second
ago.
Burp in 10 seconds.
No, it wasn't. I burped, and then just now I just went.
Just stop your noise.
Say that to you. Stop your noise. Shut your mouth. Don was on Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling last week with Richie Byrne and Mark Riccadonna.
Oh, that had to be fun.
Yeah, great show. And, of course, Don, anything Don's on is good.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned it. And they spent the remainder of that show discussing their favorite
man.
Saturday morning cartoons. It was funny.
That's great.
So it's coming back.
You don't know when it is?
I want to say first week of February, but
Okay.
I'm not sure if I have that right.
All right.
But either way, looking forward to that. So our current roster is a little low right now, and we have a lot of shows that
It's
are.
hard because a lot of people want to bring guests on, and everyone is staying low because of COVID again. So,
Oh, that's something.
that's
I heard.
what happens. That's what keeps happening. People are like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to do the show," and then they'll say, "Oh, such and such canceled."
I heard. In fact, I think you and I were talking about yesterday at home how. All right, hang on. No, I know it's time. We were talking about how, and I think we mentioned it here. It's been a topic of conversation a lot. How, people are now hopeful because this Omicron variant is so weak. So people are hoping that maybe it's starting to die off, and it's starting to either it'll just float into the norm, and we'll be able to live with it and take care of ourselves like we do with the flu and the cold and everything else, or maybe it's gonna COVID is just gonna go away completely. I'm thinking it's probably just gonna mix in and become the norm.
Yeah, I'd like to know what Carol
But-
thinks because her husband makes those ventilators.
Oh, that's
I
true.
wonder
Carol,
if,
if you're still watching. Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder if she, if her husband's saying that they're not getting as many cases compared to how many people are getting. Because I feel like a lot of people are getting this last bit.
Well, right, and that's
Maybe because everyone's vaccinated when they get it, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Or maybe it's just weak. Who knows?
and that too.
But I feel like more people are getting it.
Well, we more people were getting it, but then we talked about it. I think it was yesterday, how the reports are coming in that major metropolitan areas like New York City are now it's starting to die off.
Oh, good.
So I mentioned to you yesterday that I find it interesting that when we had the Delta variant, all we heard about was Omicron is coming. Before variant, that's all we heard. There's another variant coming. It's Delta. Now we're not hearing about another one that's coming. So I found out that there's a doctor, France was it? There's a doctor somewhere in Europe that is actually saying, yes, this is starting to die off.
Good.
So let's hope that is exactly what's
Ooh,
happening.
I feel like our kids don't even know what it's like to go to school without masks on. It'd be nice to die down a bit.
Yeah. Beansy's asking if we can start trivia over. And suddenly Andy is no longer a regular on Friday show, says Carol. I know, he's mad. Brendan Burt, this is a fact. Every time I wear high heels, my wife's chances drop by 75%. Andy Pajanos makes Clitosaurus a lot more vivid image in your mind. Brendan Burt, I'm really enjoying the show. Got to jump. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Brendan. 10 days before she passed, said Carol. 10 days before she passed.
Had the stroke. Or the
Oh.
Or the pitcher.
Betty White is definitely a confidant now, says Andrew Fremder. Beansy's asking, what did he miss? No, the whole show. Doesn't Thursday come before Friday, D-Love? Oh, because D-Love said, see you Friday. Oh, he wrote, see you Friday and Thursday. Omicron has more spike protein, says Carol, so it's easier to attach. But people who are in ICU are mostly unvaccinated.
So the people who are vaccinated, they get it. It's not that big of a deal. They just have a crap week, and they get better easier. And the people that are unvaccinated still end up going in the hospital. So that's kind of it. All right,
But what are
cool.
you hearing, though? Does your husband get any info? Like, is he hearing anything like the Omicron is like the last one? It's starting to die off. Like, is he...
He's just building and
Yeah, he's too busy building and fixing to get any...
working his
get
ass
the
off.
news. All right. So there you go. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. So I guess the next thing on Gov's Comedy Club podcast is us on Thursday.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. Are you here Thursday?
I don't know.
Damn it. All right. So there you go. I'll be here Thursday. Everybody have a great couple of days.
I feel
Stay
like
warm.
Cindy's throwing something at me.
Yeah, I think she did.
So I'm
Now
not
that you mention
sure.
it.
But that might
Yeah.
be tomorrow.
Oh, all right, good.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
Friday you'll be here with Andy, which is nice.
Maybe not.
Oh, come on. Why? What are you doing Friday?
A lot of things.
But we have a guest, a female guest who runs a gift shop. So I thought, it would be nice to have,
A female.
women, another female, so she won't be so scared with us hairy, smelly beasts.
You don't smell.
Yeah.
Neither does
But I
Andy.
don't know much about gifts and gift shops and gift wrapping. Oh. Carol says he does. He gets updates every week from the CDC and the NIH.
Oh, so what's he think?
Anything that you're allowed to share with us?
Why would it be a secret?
I have no idea. All right, so we're on a delay, so we got to wait another minute. Man, we're some bad whistlers.
Are we?
Yeah.
No, I've seen some bad whistlers. We're good whistlers.
No,
We're not like
whistlers.
like
Whistlers.
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 You were saying a minute ago. You said whistlers.
Whistlers.
There's no A.
Whistlers.
Right.
Whistlers. People who whistle.
Right. We have a good
We're
ability.
not as good as like the old men who do the bird calls, but we're good. We're not bad.
The
You
men
ever
that
see
do
those
the-
people? You see them on
No,
like.
they did the duck thing now.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do that.
I try to keep things a little secret from you sometimes.
Why?
I'm like an onion. You want to like slowly peel to get to know a person.
You're like a freaking
You didn't know
weirdo
I
is
could-
what you are.
Duck call.
I've never heard you do that.
The talents that.
It will be just like the flu and be rolled in, not going away. Yeah, but it's going to be weaker like the Omni variant, and we'll be able to live with it, right? Maybe, do you think we'll ever get to a point where they're going to say, okay, you don't need masks anymore?
That'd be good. Work that out.
So far, no new strain is out just yet.
Good.
Yeah, I understand it's not going away, and that's fine. I mean, just, we make it work with the flu and the common cold and pneumonia. We figured out a way to get by, just like I'm thinking eventually we'll figure out a way to get by with this. Just wear a mask, people. It really will help with the numbers, says Carol. Thank God Carol wasn't watching yesterday. Mark White from the Spin Doctors, interesting interview. I did post it, by the way, just the last hour of the show with him. I did post that on the Gov's Comedy Club podcast YouTube page. If you want to see an interesting interview, you hear about Mark getting tossed out of the band and his opinions on vaccinations and masks. Check it out. All right.
Bye, people.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you Thursday at 11. See ya.